Alright, so thank you for joining me for another day out here in the driveway. Today we are going to kick off the build of the P30 car hauler. So, if I was a different YouTuber, I would go through the whole process and say, hey, this thing hasn't run in 3 years, let's see if it starts, and then make a whole bunch of drama and do whatever. But this thing is throttle body from 1991, so all you need, a little bit of gas, a little bit of fuel, and it starts right up no matter how long you let it set. But some of the issues with it is, number one, it has a bad transmission. I left it sit out in Colorado, up in the mountainous desert area, for maybe 5 years or so. And when I went and got it, nothing shifted halfway decent at all. It pretty much was a worthless transmission. So, most likely, stupid dog, but most likely what happened is, being out there in the dry, kind of quasi-desert area, is it dried up all the main little seals and everything, and just made it all around a pain in the butt to work. So, hopefully I didn't damage it too much. We'll be rebuilding that at some point in time, depending on when I feel like I want to tear it out. But today, we're just going to remove this beat up bumper and assess the body damage, and throw a hammer at these stupid dogs. So that's what we're gonna do today, and let's just get rolling. I've already pulled off majority of the bolts, so I just need to get a little persuasion going, and it should fall right off there without too much hope, hopefully. Alright, that should be the bumper. This side still has its corner helper. Alright, well, I got that rusty piece of junk off of there. Now we can see what type of other stuff we're dealing with. I'm probably going to have to come through here with most likely the angle grinder and hit all of these rivet heads. And we're going to remove this entire back panel off of this van here. It's like the insides of these things are pretty nice, with it all being aluminum. Got plenty of room. It's 20 some feet in here, I think. So we've got enough room to fit the whole car and have a couple feet in front and behind. So, hopefully we won't have to do too much side bracing. We'll just have to kind of wing it and see what happens. I guess I'm going to work on shaving these rivets off, and we'll see what we end up with. not too shabby for now. We're gonna have to shut it down for the night here, just so we don't disturb the neighbors. Which is probably good, because I got some insulation to do in the house. So, I'll just get back here tomorrow maybe? Something like that. So let's just keep rolling here. All right, got all the rivet heads ripped off of this side here. So it's just a matter of tearing it off of there now. Right. All right, so now that we got everything cleaned up out here, we're gonna have to create a new bumper. So I've got some pretty thick C-channel that I'm gonna cut for these bumper extensions. And we're going to hopefully do that with plasma cutter, because that's what we got it for. So let's see how well it does with this thick stuff. Crank up the power and see what it does. I gotta learn how to drive this thing a little better. Okay, I'm definitely going to get better at cutting this. All right, now that we got our new brackets hogged out, a bunch of holes, we'll be able to come through with some new bolts, jam them right in, and we'll be in business. We'll get that started there so we can hopefully make a bumper in one of the next episodes or so. Next thing I want to try to figure out is how to get the surface ramp set up. So I'll have to do a little bit of thinking on that and some researching and see what I can come up with. It's not going to be extremely expensive. Alright, so I am thinking, last point of the day, we got the stubs for the new bumper. Have like a little something like that. Of course, we're going to go with a full length piece. So maybe I can get a 2" by 3" maybe. Step it up a little bit. So that's currently 2" wide. So I think if we get one that's 3 inches high, that'll be a pretty good bumper surface. Then we'll have something to hang a trailer hitch to. But yeah, I guess this is going to take us to the end of today because I'm out of time. But we'll be back again next time with building out the inside here so we can make it so a vehicle can actually drive up and in there. So, anyways, thanks for stopping by and watching this disaster, and hopefully we'll see you again later.